Yo, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Looney back with another market breakdown. And today we're diving into a hot topic. We're going to look at what is a better buying opportunity: stocks, crypto, ETFs. Because you guys don't know, we had a massive crash today, and honestly, this week and this whole month has been pretty brutal. Taiwan had an issue where they had a circuit break and they halted the market. So things are getting pretty bloody out there, and it's not even market open. We're seeing a slight recovery in my account, very slight, but just being honest, things are not good. But before we dive into this video, quick shout out to the Discord community. It is free to join, but then if you want access to premium trade alerts, coaching, and giveaways, and navigating this bloody situation, this recession-like feeling, you can check it out. All links will be in the description, but let's get into it. So heading into the new week, the markets, like I said, are not looking good. This is Sunday, so it is pre-market, and a lot of the futures are flashing red. We have ETFs down the board, SPY, QQQ, all pointing lower. And then we also have big tech names looking shaky. This is Apple, Tesla, NVIDIA, a lot of the big names, the Mag 7. And then crypto, we'll switch over. Also, things are not looking good. We have a lot of red for Bitcoin and Ethereum and a lot of these high cap coins. And I don't even know about meme coins. I wouldn't even want to look at those right now, but Bitcoin has broke that's 80K, I guess, resistance line. I wasn't really keeping track of what's resistance of Bitcoin, but it seems like that 80K is a mental break right now, and it broke it, so it is heading lower, and we're very curious to see where this is heading. Crypto you could trade whenever, so I don't think market open is going to affect it too much. I mean, I do have stocks like Riot and Mara that are crypto mining, so those will get affected a lot more when the market opens. So some of this red has been tied to the ongoing global uncertainty with the tariffs with USA and every other country. We have China's retaliation tariffs, so a lot of my Chinese companies are also not looking good. My biggest bag is this TSM down to 139, and I believe I did a pause. I had a daily buy of $1, but I might unpause it because of how low this stock is going, and I'm only up 10%. I was almost at 100% at one point because the stock was basically around 240 or really close to a 220. So yeah, China's also being affected, the Chinese markets. Japan is also in a tough situation. And we're looking, the good news is there's a chance for interest rate cuts from the Fed, but I feel as though those might get delayed just because of what is going on right now. If anything, we're going to have a forced interest rate cut because of how bad the market is doing. But other than that, there's weak economic data coming from Europe and slowing growth out of Asia because of all this all this bad news with the tariffs. And tomorrow, we're expected to be a very critical day. We're going to likely see market-wide reactions to how the other countries respond to this. Taiwan, like I said before, it broke circuit, or the markets broke the circuit, and they halted the market. So pretty interesting how that one's getting affected. And Taiwan actually came out saying that they were looking to get rid of the tariff. So very interesting of what's going on and how much the markets are reacting. Some of my stocks are very volatile, which are slightly lower than crypto, but they've been very choppy in 2025. Year to date, I'm down 25%. But the good news is I'm not using margin, so I'm not really using money I can't afford to lose. Of course, I don't want to see everything keep going down, but I am looking long-term upside. I'm still thinking we're going to have strong movements if we get rate cuts and just overall good news, and we figure out where companies are moving to, or the tariffs and the trade war seems to simmer down. And how I'm playing it, I'm simply dollar cost averaging. I just quickly showed that with a few of my stocks. Tesla is a big one that I but I have been doing because of how badly it's been the few weeks and months, down to 218, and I'm dollar cost averaging every day. I think Tesla might even go lower, unfortunately, but Apple, tough situation as well. And yeah, a lot of these other stocks, I'm going to put a little bit of money every day. I'm going to start doing that pretty soon. I might even actually start now, dollar cost averaging back in. And I'm doing it on these safe stocks because everything is down. So a lot of them are very undervalued, like Amazon and Microsoft. But I'm also doing cash secured puts into SoFi. I want to do Robinhood, but I can't afford it right now. Hopefully I get 100 shares in the future. I don't know how long it will take. And I have Sony that was down a lot, and I'm putting $5 a day. Hopefully I can sell covered calls. I'm doing covered calls on other shares as well, or other stocks like Riot, Mara, and SoFi. I actually got assigned SoFi shares. And lastly, is I'm just avoiding over leveraging into one name. So SoFi, one of my biggest holders, it shot down to $6 at some point, and it takes up, I'm on the wrong thing. Let's go to Riot real quick. Yeah, Riot down to $6.54. Takes up 19% of my portfolio. So I'm kind of cutting back on investing into Riot. I do see Riot going back up to where it was, but as of now, I don't want to over leverage into one name. Who knows, I might do a little bit more into this stock, but as of now, holding off just to see how things are playing out because everything's reacting the same. And then crypto, similar thing. There's a very massive volatility. There's 10% moves overnight like it's nothing. You could see here down 9%. And although people say crypto is a hedge, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. But because of all this global tension, who knows what crypto does because it's not really affected by tariffs. But I think when the market's down, crypto's usually down. And same situation, daily DCA into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others like Doge. And I'm just trying to reduce exposure to the riskier altcoins. I know SHIB is a very risky crypto, and I'm down 34% on it. Over time, it's down 33%. So I actually am as if I were to buy it on day one. So this one I'm doing a lot less. I only put $1 a day. So not a big position, and I'm just steady building. But like I said, I might start doing these bigger companies, these a lot more safer companies because of this entire situation. And that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at stocks for stability. You have crypto for that growth, and then the options I could use for income, and I have covered calls. So I'm not trying to time this bottom. Who knows? It could keep going further down, but I'm just staying consistent and having positions for the long term. We have seen dips like this before, but this is a massive dip. I think it is worse than the COVID crashes and close to 2008 and those kind of crashes. So very cool, or maybe not cool to a lot, but very interesting to see that this can happen in the blink of an eye, and just one man can really affect the entire world or the entire market. And long-term markets tend to usually come back. It's sometimes slow and sometimes pretty sudden. So drop a comment. Are you stacking crypto, or are you buying stocks and ETFs, or are you sitting in cash waiting for the next move? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Discord if you want real-time alerts and strategies when this market gets wild again. Until next time, peace.